Hey everyone, Dan here. Bitcoin universalism, right? All inclusive. Um, I drove up to New Hampshire to watch my son play basketball yesterday from Boston. And on the way back, I was listening to National Public Radio. And there was the lead story every half hour, because it's about a 2 hour drive, was Russia, Ukraine, Ukraine, Russia, Vladimir Putin. What's his strategy? What's going on? Nations, manipulation, the falling of the Russian stock market, and on and on. And I frame a lot of my thinking these days in terms of Bitcoin. Like, not in terms of Bitcoin with regard to what's this going to do to the price of Bitcoin. I got into Bitcoin because I was like, ooh, I could make some money. That has changed dramatically after having done my metaphorical and literal 10,000 hours of research and learning. I don't look at Bitcoin in terms of what its relative value is in dollars. I don't even think about it like, oh, my Bitcoin, whatever, is worth, this many Satoshis. I look at this network, this global network that is inviolable, that is immutable, that is impenetrable, that is uncensorable, that is borderless, that is truthful, that is democratic. And I was a political activist for 30 years. I go to the FBI or the CIA and they'd probably be like, probably not, but oh yeah, Dan. Oh yeah, I remember we took pictures of him at the anti-apartheid protest. Oh yeah, right. Political activism is a dead end because it's ideological and it's all framed under the umbrella of a certain monetary system, global monetary system, global system of finance, and the nation state. And I think about Bitcoin as being this moment, and I'm thinking generations out. I don't see Bitcoin in terms of, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I look at Bitcoin as something that is the very beginning of the evolution of the way in which human beings transact, the way in which human beings relate, the way in which information is shared. And again, like for me, it's a jaw-dropping realization. And I've been studying history for a long time. I've been a history teacher since the 1980s. I start losing some teeth now. For me, it's a head shaker the more I consider the first ever of its kind ever in the history of history, inviolable form of transaction, communication, however you want to put it, intermediary-less. I mean, I could go on and on. So when I listen to the stories about Russia and Ukraine, I don't think about it in terms of, well, what does this mean for the United States and nationalism and other countries and Eastern Europe and war? I always come now to this frame of reference of, Bitcoin fixes this. Bitcoin fixes this. So it's a long game. I'm almost 60 years old. I will be super duper long gone, as this thing unravels and rolls out. My children's grandchildren will live in a world, obviously, that's different from the one that we live in, but that Bitcoin, in my opinion, has a profound impact upon. And not because it becomes, the financial monetary standard of the world, but it becomes the air that we breathe. So it's revelational, Bitcoin. So if you're looking to get into Bitcoin, it's fine to get in it if you think, hey, look, it's at $35,000 a coin and it might go up to $60,000 a coin, and I can, I don't see it in terms of 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. I see this as a generational moment, as profound as any moment, if not more profound than any moment in the evolution of the human species. And I feel as though I could defend that argument in a debate. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. And yeah, it's 40 degrees out in the city. I think I'll go for a walk. Bye.